The other day, right before free agency began, Aiden Hill secured his bag and re-signed with the Vegas Golden Knights for another 2 years at $4.9 million a year. That's a great deal for Hill after he bounced around a bit before finding his home in Vegas and of course going on a fantastic run which brought home the cup. Hill started his career after getting drafted by the Yotes in 2015, being taken 76th overall. He got his first ice time in the NHL 2 years later in 2017. After spending 3 years between the AHL and NHL, Hill signed a contract with the Sharks and he finally played more than 20 games in a season. Then last August he was acquired from the Sharks by the Golden Knights, and he was put in a weird position because not only did the Sharks have two other goalies, Thompson and Brossoit, but of course Robin Lehner is obviously in the system as well, though out with injuries. Michael Hutchinson at that point was also kind of around. But obviously things would change for Hill last season as he would take over the reins for the team, getting 11 wins in 14 starts during the playoffs, posting a 2.17 GAA and a red-hot .932 save percentage. The guy was on fire, and now he gets a contract that sees him over double his career earnings over the next 2 years. The man really did choose the perfect time to have an amazing, not only playoffs, but also great regular season. He went 16-7 with a GAA of 2.5 and a save percentage of .915. Back to the money though, before winning the cup, Aiden Hill's total career earnings to date over 6 professional seasons was just over $6 million total. Now, I mean, I'd take that, but the man just locked up almost another 10 sheets. And it's the kind of deal where he'll come out of this at 29, which leaves him another big contract with potentially longer term. And it works great from Vegas's point of view as well, because their tandem of Hill and Logan Thompson are now signed for the next 2 years for a total of $5.66 million. While Brossoit has now been moved to Winnipeg. I'm sorry, I can never say his name well. It's just too many consonants. But we're seeing tandem goalies more than ever in the NHL. I think Vegas is just in a great position. They can ride whichever one is hot. And it's kind of crazy to think about how the NHL has changed compared to even 10 years ago, where a team will start the playoffs with Stanley Cup aspirations, knowing that they could have one of two or potentially even three goalies in net for them when it really matters. Vegas also has to be happy with the term, 2 years. You gotta love that. Overall, just a great deal and well-deserved for a guy who put the team on his back at the toughest time, and it's easy to see how a Stanley Cup in your career can really pay off. What do you think of Aiden Hill's new deal? Do you think Vegas has a chance to repeat? Let us know all that and more down below.